LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga gameplay looks to be the most immersive LEGO game ever created, and without a doubt the most advanced LEGO Star Wars game you've ever seen. There's never been anything like this. From third-person, over-the-shoulder action-adventure gameplay to space battles and starfighter gameplay, incredible worlds, planets, maps, the open world which you'll be able to explore all on your own, hundreds of characters, and the Skywalker Saga told in a way we've never seen before. This is becoming everything we hoped it'd be. And even though the game has been delayed until 2021, disappointing but I think justified, it's definitely going to be worth the extra wait.
So be it, Jedi.
Hey everyone, it's Andrew. So the gameplay trailer for the new LEGO Star Wars was just released, and right from the start, seeing Tatooine's binary sunset, the emotions hit heavy. This game is going to be huge. The Skywalker Saga includes content from all 9 Skywalker films, spanning from The Phantom Menace to The Rise of Skywalker. You play through the story of the films as you explore the galaxy in a ship of your choosing, or whichever ship you're flying during that current mission where you're up to in the story. And you get to experience the Star Wars galaxy like never before, in an open world that's fully explorable. You can go where you want at any time you want, you can play through the films in any order you want, and visit any planet of your choosing. You can fly between all planets from the films. In fact, every single planet you see in all 9 films in this game, you can visit them. They're all there. The scope and scale are breathtaking. But what I want to focus on today is the actual gameplay. Since LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga was first teased mid last year, not much has been revealed about the actual gameplay. We haven't seen it before right up until this moment, and this is our first look at actual gameplay footage. The over-the-shoulder mechanic is something new to LEGO games altogether. This style of over-the-shoulder anyway. We haven't seen anything like this before in a LEGO game. Long gone are the days of the fixed camera we were so used to with the original LEGO Star Wars games. And I think now that we have this third-person camera in this new LEGO Star Wars, it'll feel like you have more control over your character and movements, where the camera's facing, and the lightsaber and blaster system. Combat is completely redesigned for this game. So let's go through some of the gameplay footage and break this down. The first actual gameplay shot we get is of the pod racer, a first-person view behind the twin engines speeding through the Mos Espa Raceway. We see Sebulba, and this is just a little tease of some of the other vehicle gameplay that's to come. I hope we can play as all the pod racers as well. That'd be amazing. Let's get Star Wars Racer in the new LEGO Star Wars. Next, we see the epic battle of Geonosis, a Jedi using a force push on some battle droids that explode into LEGO pieces, and then Anakin and Obi-Wan's battle on Mustafar. We see Luke on the Death Star firing an E-11 at a group of stormtroopers, and that's another thing. The game will have a variety of different weapons and blasters from the Skywalker Saga. Lots of different ones to choose from. I'm not sure if you'll actually be able to choose which blaster you can use for each character, or if it's locked to the character. And then third-person gameplay of an X-Wing performing the Death Star trench run. So we'll actually be able to fly the trench run and blow up the Death Star. Crazy, incredible. LEGO Star Wars: The Force Awakens had a prologue set in Return of the Jedi where you did actually get to blow up the second Death Star, but this game's new flight system and flying mechanics I think will make this experience so much more incredible. The open world. I wonder if you'll actually be able to enter the trench as well, like if you play through the whole assault on the Death Star battle. We see Luke on Dagobah practicing his force moves, lifting rocks. The speeder bike chase on Endor. The amount of different vehicles you'll have access to in this game is staggering. The different gameplay features of each vehicle, the way they feel and move and control. And then we see Rey and Kylo fighting in The Rise of Skywalker. And this is our first brief look at lightsaber combat in the new LEGO Star Wars and how that'll work. It looks like saber locks are a thing in this game, and I'm not sure if quick time events will be a part of how this combat system works as well. That's something we had in LEGO Star Wars 3. To break saber locks, you had to mash a button, so perhaps this will be similar in this game. But like I said, this game's combat system is more advanced than any other LEGO Star Wars game. You'll have combo moves which can be chained together by pressing different buttons on your controller or keyboard. I doubt it's going to be advanced as, say, a Jedi Fallen Order lightsaber, or perhaps even Battlefront 2's lightsaber combat system, but it will be uniquely LEGO, and the fact there are combo moves you'll be able to learn and improve is something we haven't really seen before. Just look at this gameplay of the Snowspeeder attacking an AT-AT on Hoth. To be honest, this is reminding me of Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2 in LEGO form. I'm sure hooking the walkers with the Snowspeeder will also be a thing. General Grievous looks ridiculous. Here we see Obi-Wan facing Grievous on Utapau, and one of my favorite reveals and favorite moments from this trailer is Coruscant. Mace Windu running through a street in the busy city of Coruscant. I wonder if this is after he's fallen out the window during his duel with Palpatine. He still has both hands here though, so probably not. But being able to explore this is a city I've always wanted to go walking around in a Star Wars game. Now we have that. We don't have any details about how big each planet's maps will be just yet, or whether each will be just like a hub world. I don't think each one will be huge considering it's an open world game with so many different planets and locations, but each one should be large enough to have hidden details and for you to feel like you can go exploring and find Easter eggs, interact with other characters. I think there's going to be side missions as well and quests you can go on, which is something new to LEGO as well. I'm sure it's hard enough building an open world game, let alone building one in the Star Wars universe across all planets seen in the films. The scope and scale is incredible, so hopefully each planet is big enough that you can spend quite a bit of time exploring all of its corners. We also briefly see the assault on Starkiller Base, as well as a large-scale fleet battle, the Millennium Falcon flying between two Star Destroyers and TIE Fighters above the Hoth system. This is the large scale I can't wait for, and these types of space events will be sprung upon you unexpectedly as you travel between different planets. These are random events triggered in the open world, things you'll encounter as you're exploring. And you can either stay and fight and try take down the capital ship, Star Wars Squadron style, or make a run for it and jump to light speed, if the Falcon's hyperdrive works, that is. Boss battles look insane. We see Obi-Wan versus Darth Maul in the power generator room on Theed Naboo. Maul is performing a special spin attack with his lightsaber, preventing Obi-Wan from getting close, so this is another quick look at what boss battles will be like. Then we see Finn on Exegol in The Rise of Skywalker, riding across the surface of a Star Destroyer in that ridiculous far-fetched scene from the film. And I think this is quite hilarious. They just had to show Yaddle in the trailer. They couldn't help themselves. Yaddle was one of the first confirmed characters for this game, and she's standing on one of Kashyyyk's beaches here. 3CPO rides a Bantha through the streets of Mos Eisley. Leia is firing a blaster at Boba Fett Slave 1 on Bespin. This is probably after Boba has taken Han in Carbonite and is making his escape. And then Luke is absorbing Palpatine's Force Lightning using his lightsaber, something we never see him do in the films. So I just want to talk a little bit about why this game has been delayed until spring 2021. Although this is disappointing, the fact we hadn't heard any more about the game until now, the reason there was such a drought of news about this game, pointed towards a delay. I think it was hinting at it. The way the world is at the moment, I'm sure it would have slowed down production, seeing as though the developers were working remotely from home and probably still are to this day. And the game is supposed to release in spring 2021, which should be sometime after March, which, yes, is more than half a year away, but I'd rather play a complete finished game rather than an unfinished game with potential issues and bugs or a lack of content. The developers at TT Games have been building this thing for years, so it'd be a real shame if it was released unfinished, and I'm glad they're taking the extra time required to get the job done right, because I think it's going to pay off seeing the scale of this game. But also the good news is that it's not only releasing on the current gen, but is confirmed as a next gen title, releasing for the PS5, Xbox Series X, as well as the PS4, Xbox One, Nintendo Switch, and PC. So almost all platforms you'll be able to play the new LEGO Star Wars on. Now, details we haven't seen yet. We're still waiting to see some split-screen co-op action. The LEGO games all feature split-screen co-op, which I think will work quite differently in this game, seeing as though it has the new third-person over-the-shoulder camera. I assume split-screen will just divide the screen in half. You won't be both looking at the same screen like in the older LEGO Star Wars games with the fixed camera. And online co-op is something I know so many people would love to see included, especially considering these current times. Very few LEGO games actually have online co-op, even though I feel these games would be perfect for it. With a release in 2021, I think it's hard to imagine this game won't launch with online co-op, but we'll have to wait and see. The fact not too many other LEGO games do this makes me skeptical, but I'm also hopeful. And in terms of crossplay, seeing as though this is going to be on so many different devices and platforms, crossplay is something I'd love to see come to this game as well. No details about that just yet. But of course, with some other crossplay games we've seen in recent times, this would make this thing so much more accessible and allow you to play with your friends in whole new ways. There's a lot more to unpack in this trailer and some additional details revealed about the new LEGO Star Wars and its 2021 release, and I'm going to be covering all of that with more videos in the next few days, right up until release and beyond. So stick around for more LEGO Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga, and let me know what you're looking forward to seeing most in this game. What has you most excited? Is it the space battles, the planets, the amount of characters, the new combat system? Let me know in the comments. And I'd recommend also following me on Instagram, Twitter, and joining my Discord for more Star Wars gaming and LEGO Star Wars to stay up to date with news as soon as it drops. And everything else, come follow me on those. And thanks for watching this. My name's Andrew. I'll catch you soon.
Stay bombastic.